I'm heartbroken that our community has lost such a kind and selfless soul.
The tragic loss of a beloved civil rights icon has Baton Rouge City and parish leaders reeling.
There is no information which leads us to believe that this is a hate crime.
So what led to the murder of Sadie Roberts Joseph?
All my mother ever wanted was for this community to come together. It's ironic that that happened in death.
We were able to identify a suspect.
But the arrest of a man she knew has raised more questions than answers.
Good evening to you and welcome. I'm Jean Burns. NBC Local 33 News is following developing news tonight as Baton Rouge Police has released new details from the shocking murder of a beloved Baton Rouge activist. My co-anchor Dion Guillory is live at police headquarters to take us through today's developments. Dion.
Well, Jean, good evening to you and good evening to everyone at home who's watching. And, you know, there have been a lot of developments in the last couple of hours and the last couple of days, to be honest, because when everyone found out that there was a body found in the back of a trunk of a car, it sent shockwaves. But on top of that, when we found out that it was Miss Sadie Roberts Joseph, that even escalated the jaw-dropping and the concern about what may have happened and what may have caused this to happen and led that to happen. But, you know, before anything happened today, when we found out there was a suspect and an arrest, before that even happened, there was a vigil planned, and that was the big thing for the community, coming together to honor this incredible woman who did so much for this community. And that vigil starting in the next couple of seconds, and so we want to send things over to NBC Local 33's Jonah Gilmore, who's at that vigil with basically what's going on there now. And Jonah, set the scene for us.
Hey, yeah, Dion, the scene right now, hundreds of people are out here at the African American History Museum here to honor the life of Miss Sadie. Everyone, family members from all over, friends, even the mayor is here and she joins me right now. We have Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome joining us live right now. Miss Broome, can we get you? 1 second. All righty, she's coming, you guys. All righty. We have Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome joining us live right now. And Mayor President Broome, when you heard this news, it was Miss Sadie. Just express your emotions.
So I was devastated when I heard the news. I was in a state of unbelief. But now, as we move forward, it's important for all of us in the community to rally around her vision, to rally around what she stood for, and to keep her name and her legacy alive.
And things you said her vision, her legacy. This was a remarkable one. Some even call her an icon. What kind of woman was Miss Sadie, for those of us who don't know her?
She was an educator, she was a historian, she brought people together, she was a unifier in the community, she was a community empower, she empowered the community, she was part of the fabric of this community. She helped build it and build it up.
Okay, and a few weeks ago you had a meeting with police department and other law enforcement officers, and you praised them for the work they're doing here in Baton Rouge, or East Baton Rouge Parish. They worked throughout the storm to make an arrest, you know. What do you say about their efforts to get the person responsible in custody?
I'm very thankful for the work of BRPD, Sheriff's Department, DA, Constable, state police. All of law enforcement worked collaboratively together to bring justice and to make an arrest in this case. And I also want to thank the citizens, because the citizens gave tips that helped law enforcement make an arrest.
Thank you so much, Mayor President Broome. Okay, you guys, now back here, it's not solemn today. It's a celebration of life for Miss Sadie. And as you can see, hundreds of people are out here. They are ready to get this going. And of course, we'll be here and bring you the very latest on NBC Local 33 News at 10. Reporting live from the African American History Museum, Jonah Gilmore, NBC Local 33 News.
All right, Jonah, and that he makes a great point there, because this is not a solemn situation. It's a celebration of her life, because she celebrated so many people. She celebrated this community, and because of that, so many hundreds of people, as Jonah mentioned, are there to celebrate her life and everything she did for Baton Rouge and East Baton Rouge Parish. Okay, so in the last couple of hours, we're learning more about what happened, what may have happened on Friday when the call came out that there was a body in the back of a car. And in the last couple of hours, Chief Murphy Paul having a news conference with other law enforcement there, as well as Miss Sadie's daughter. But meet Chief Murphy Paul naming the suspect. He is Ron Bell. And what we learned about this situation is that apparently Ron Bell lived in one of Miss Sadie's rental properties, and they say that he was behind on rent and he owed her about $1,200. But they're not saying that may have been the motive behind this, but they're saying that's what they found out through investigations and through interviews with people who may have known some of the situations. But it's Miss Sadie's daughter who talked about this situation and really put it into perspective for the community.
That all my mother ever wanted was for this community to come together. It's ironic that that happened in death. What she wanted to happen in life came to fruition in death.
And those words from Miss Sadie's daughter there. And one thing that Chief Murphy Paul wanted to emphasize is that this was not a hate crime. It had nothing to do with her activism. It was just a situation that they're trying to really get to the bottom of and try to figure out what led to her death and why. John, I'm going to send things back to you.